executive producer JoJo77. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your sponsorship.
Welcome back to another EP sponsored reaction. It's been a while for this one. Broadchurch, Season 2, Episode number 5. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We over here watching dramas. Thank you.
Shout out to executive producer JoJo, who is sponsoring this reaction. We really appreciate it. And JoJo on the comment from the last episode saying, lots more fun with these reactions. Random thoughts: if the D.I. Hardy voice sometimes reminds you of Scrooge McDuck, that may be because David Tennant is the current voice of that character. The first actual Scotsman to play the role. I love the absolute lack of sexual tension between Miller and Hardy. So many cop shows have to add that element that it's cliche, be it Scully and Mulder, Benson and Stabler, Bones and Angel, all of them. It's refreshing to see a pair of detectives who just work well together and genuinely butt heads without there being another layer of subtext to it.
Yeah.
It's like they're actually grown-ups in a professional setting and not characters on Riverdale. I kind of love that Lee can't stand Ollie any more than Hardy can. Lord Bridgerton can never get answers for his paper, LOL. The court stuff frustrates me to no end. I remember just wanting there to be more objections when the defense gets so out there. Although I will point out, in addition to the realism and post-baby body, there's also the great touch of the hemorrhoid pillow that Mark hands Beth in court. This show doesn't shy away from the facts in that sense. I also really love the way that they have played the slow reveal of Hardy's PTSD. When he finally tells the story of almost drowning while pulling a child's decomposing body out of the river, it just makes all those triggers about water, the nightmares, and his obsession with the case make sense. Yeah, it was really, that was difficult to even rewatch.
Yeah.
Also, Olivia Colman cracks me up in that scene where she realized that's Hardy's wife. Her appalled shock and anger are pitch perfect. Of course, Mr. Broody failed to mention that. And I also love anytime Ellie or Beth get pissed and motivated. We are women, hear us roar. Lastly, speaking of women roaring, I was amused that you said it was a great Mother's Day show because despite the sadness, it was actually the episode where Beth gives birth. So it was weirdly appropriate in the end. Looking forward to more after the hiatus. Enjoy your travels. Well, thank you. We surely did. Let's get into the next episode right now.
Previously on Broadchurch. Did you recognise the man carrying the body?
Yeah, I did.
And can you name that man for the court?
Nigel Carter. He's my son.
There's going to be a charity in Danny's name.
There's a small group. They work with known sex offenders.
Girl's body is still missing. The killer's walking free.
That case is tainted. Nobody wants to get near it.
That's my feeling. I've got to put it right.
Said I was with Leonard. Was that true? No, I was at a friend's house.
Claire, what happened that night?
He drove me and woke up at 5 a.m. and was cleaning the whole house.
I'm sorry to hear that you and Ricky.
It was a long time coming. Even the moment his daughter was being killed, he was shagging one of the bridesmaids.
You were at the wedding, Jill. You all said you were together that night. You never mentioned that.
Ricky.
You leave Kate alone.
Why would a father not want an investigation to restart into the death of his own daughter?
What if the Ashworth didn't do it?
You would be so sleep more there, baby.
Come in, sweetheart. She won't bite. Hey.
You're not going to cry, are you, Mum?
No. Don't talk to your mum like that. So it's fine, thanks, Luce. Thanks for agreeing to see me.
He loves Daddy. He can't, but he can't comprehend that Daddy did that. Plus, he ain't even really like old boy too much like that either. His friend, it really wasn't even his friend.
You don't have to go with me to question this woman.
No, I want to. My life's all gone to shit. At least fixing your mess gives me a distraction.
Are you going to move back in here?
Only when I've got Tom back. Are we going or not?
Where'd you say you're from?
South Mercia Police. We're looking at an old case.
On the 14th of April, 2012, were you the bridesmaid for Martin and Esther Kelly's wedding, Longthorn Hotel?
I don't know if that was a date, but yeah, I was at the wedding.
Did you have sex with a man called Ricky Gillespie that night?
Well, you don't miss a bell. You mean Ricky whose girl's good?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I mean, he tried it on. He was after me all night. He even followed me back to my room when I went to change my shoes because my heels were killing me. And he had this little silver hip flask. And he kept trying to make me have a drink with him. I threw him out. A bit much. He was there with his wife. And last I saw, he was heading back through the car park.
He was there with
How
his
long was he
wife.
in your room for?
5-10 minutes. Didn't see him for the rest of the evening.
Ricky Gillespie was wrong. Ricky
Why
wasn't
is
with
she
another
telling
woman.
that story? Makes sense.
But nobody saw him for 2 hours. Where was he? And who takes a hip flask to a wedding? Do you think he was going to drug her?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, and any reports of him trying that sort of thing on anyway.
Oh, Claire said that's what Lee used to do to her. Do you think it's something all four of them used to do?
I don't know.
People tell
Well,
lies.
court today will tell
What makes
us.
shit like this so difficult? All y'all lying.
When was the last time you had your eyesight tested?
What about your night vision? Ever had that tested?
Never had a test. But I eat a lot of carrots.
So you have no idea how far you can see either in the daytime or at night?
I can see the moon. And that's a fair distance.
Fucking sarcastic.
Can we turn to your son, Mr. Carter? You hadn't seen him for 28 years, had you?
I know what he looks like, if that's what you're getting at.
In Mr. Carter's sworn statement to the police, he says, "I don't even know who she is. I don't want anything to do with her."
Police got it wrong. Police get it wrong all the time. It's a fact.
It's not, actually.
I thought you'd prepped her. She's a bloody liability. It wasn't like this with me.
Stick to answering the questions you've been asked, Miss Wright.
Okay.
When you first saw Danny's body on the beach, why didn't you call for an ambulance?
Bit late by then.
You seem very certain. Did you check? Are you medically qualified?
It was obvious what had happened.
But why didn't you call the police?
I didn't want to dump Nigel in it.
How do you explain police forensics finding 4 cigarette butts with your DNA on them next to Danny's body?
I've smoked a lot of cigarettes on that beach.
And why did you take the skateboard?
I thought it might get nicked.
It did get nicked, didn't it? By you.
I thought the family would want it back.
Do you know who Maggie Radcliffe is?
No?
Yes, the fuck you
The
do.
editor of the Broadchurch Echo, whose office you broke into around 11:37 p.m. on the 24th of July 2013, and whom you threatened by saying, and I quote, "I know men who would rape you."
What?
Jesus Christ, I don't know.
Not true.
What's not true? You don't know men like
You don't
that?
know men
Who
like
do?
that?
I never said it.
Why would she lie?
She's a journalist.
Right.
Right.
Journalists and police lie, and you're the only honest woman here.
If you like.
Isn't it true that every word you have told this court since you stood up in the witness box is a lie?
No.
You didn't see Nigel Carter. You saw Joe Miller.
No.
But you want to pin the blame on the son who's rejected you.
No.
You've lied to this court time and again, just as you've lied to the police.
No.
Why should the jury...
Any voice on
Yeah, you are, like you're not interested.
that? We have to talk about this later.
Why won't you engage with this?
Because I don't understand why... I don't understand why you need to do it, Beth. I don't. I really don't. It's like you're picking at the scab trying to make it bleed or something.
What?
Look at what we got here. You know what it's like, she'll be grown up before we know it, and I don't want to miss that again. I want to be here for her every moment.
I'm here for her, but I can still think about Danny. It's not one or the other. I need to do this, Mark.
Fine, I don't.
We sent you a letter asking you to be a character witness for Joe Miller. Joe's really relying on you.
I've said no. Joe Miller is guilty.
Well, has he ever categorically confessed his guilt to you?
No.
Why not let the jury decide?
Oh my god.
Besides, if you're so sure about his guilt, why have you been visiting him?
He told you.
There's no secrets between a barrister and her client. Like the seal of the confessional.
I went to see him because I believe in forgiveness and redemption. I hoped to find a repentant man, but since you showed up, that seems to have gone out the window.
You gave the service at Danny's funeral, didn't you?
I did.
Do the Latimers know that you've been visiting Joe?
What is this? Bad cop, bad cop?
Look,
Bad cop,
I
bad
get
cop.
it. You don't want to give evidence because you're worried the Latimers will feel betrayed.
No, that is not it.
All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. You're not the only churchgoer here, Reverend. Now, a member of your parish is in crisis. Are you really going to desert him in his hour of need? Have another think about it, would you?
She's very good. It's very annoying.
I like your church.
See? It's good to get out. You spend way too much of your time around dead people. Shall I just keep talking, or are you going to join in at some point?
That's it. There's something I want to tell you. I've been visiting Joe Miller in prison. Praying with him.
Kidding.
I thought I could save him. I thought he was repentant.
Repentant? Have you not been at this trial?
Becca, I think I've made a mistake.
You think?
I just needed to tell someone. Say something.
I feel like you've made me a part of it.
I sent you those audio files, those documents read onto tape.
Oh, good. Now, I need you to read and record these as well.
What?
And these. And these. Please?
I can't.
Well, you have to.
Jocelyn, I have far too much else to do.
Well, then work faster.
No! Read your own documents. I'm not sitting up to 3 a.m. reading aloud so you can sit back with your eyes closed. Can't work like this. You're a bloody nightmare. I'm going home to see my family. I'll see you tomorrow at court.
No, don't give me that look. How much did you hear?
Enough. You haven't told him, have you?
What?
Yeah, that's right. Don't trust anyone.
You should go now. I'll take me Fred. Sleep.
I don't really sleep much at the moment. And I don't like my flat, and I want to take a proper look at all your Sandbrook files.
Don't get pulled into this. This case has done enough damage to people.
Not me.
What do you mean don't get pulled into this? You got me questioning the
You don't
dead.
need your wall.
Your ass about to have a heart attack over this damn case. You got me
And
watching
like,
your
I need
damn
a fucking
Apple
distraction,
Watch.
man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I can't control any of this shit in my own life.
Just give me the files.
She's like, I'm about to solve this bitch.
Yeah, it's all. I'm gonna help you solve yours.
She used to have a bear too.
How he gonna help anybody when he pass out and die?
PTSD, man.
end of the thing.
Okay.
I think with his PTSD, living right by water like that would probably not be ideal.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I need a lock put on that gate.
You busy?
Well, of course I'm busy. I'm in the middle of a trial. What do you want?
Could you do my will?
Anyone would think I was a high street solicitor.
It's not very complicated.
So, everything to your daughter, held till she's 18. Lucky girl.
You got kids?
Never married.
That's his choice.
I don't think that's safe. It's like living on a boat right there. You better get that. The regulation gotta be, lift that fence up a little bit more, man. You come out here and trip, fucking be in there, dock.
I don't know what this water's called.
Just before Portsmouth, apart from being in the Navy or looking at ships.
Go on, dazzle me.
You get a ferry to France. Portsmouth to Cherbourg.
Joe?
So who else was in France?
Lee Ashworth.
Exactly. Okay, this is the place.
Yeah, how can that son testify? Is he 18?
What is
he
it you
18?
Services to the agricultural industries. Couldn't find anything more specific than that.
Doesn't seem like the sort of place Lee Ashworth would be connected to.
So what's he not telling us?
Everything.
It's pretty close.
Let's get out of business. Let's look round the back. You gonna talk to Tom before he gets in the box?
I don't want to talk about it.
What if they find no girl's body?
Ugh, what's that smell?
A dead body.
Ooh. It's blood.
Do you think they're gonna find the old girl's body? The niece?
What is that?
It's been like 3 years or something. Is that stuff staying there?
Yeah. And I just saw blood.
Oh, look, here you go.
That's like incinerated.
Did they incinerate the niece's body?
Yeah, they wouldn't be smelling that. Fucking ash,
Oh God, it's a furnace.
Agricultural services, they pump dead animals here.
Yeah, but this.
You still think Lisa Newberry's alive?
Could they get enough DNA out of it to see if that was
Yeah,
her?
they can get a good chunk of bone. Alright, that was episode 5 of Broadchurch, and still broadly, it's still a broad spectrum of things going on, of different storylines. I like how we're getting a little bit more complicated with the two lawyers, right? They got some history, obviously we knew that from the beginning, but now we see why she's pissed off that, I guess because Jocelyn didn't take it. Who took the case then? What, did she defend her own son, or maybe somebody else did? And when they lost, I mean, maybe she's mad about that, but we really didn't get no detail of what her son did other than somebody else ended up dead. We don't, that's vague, you know, you don't know what that means, and is it really the son just gotta, you know, step up and own what he did if he did something? I don't know. But this is gonna put a big ass wrench in there, and maybe this is gonna come back around again when the defense loses, maybe, or if they win. I don't know. I mean, it's very complicated, but it's very good all the same. Everything's still up in the air to me right now, so I can't really. I'm just loving all of it. So this episode here was just like one of those puzzle pieces that they was just adding to the thing in there. But the Lee storyline, I am leaning more towards believe Lee is probably not the one who killed the little girl. I just think that he just happened to be in the mix of the, you know, cheating and shit and being in the family and all that over there. The dad might be the one that's knowing something, and then now we just stumbled upon this damn furnace right here. So, you think Kate might still be alive?
No, I don't think anymore. I think she's dead.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, Kate's the wife's name.
Oh, not Kate. The niece.
The niece, yeah.
The daughter. So, there's no way. I mean, but everybody lying. At this point, everybody lying, and I don't know who or when we're gonna get a cohesive story of what happened. I guess Miller's gonna probably be the one to break that all down, and I can't wait to see how that unfolds. The main storyline over here, I don't know which way this is gonna go for Joe Miller. If he's gonna get off or go to jail, I really don't know. But we know the bottom line is we know how he ended up dying. So. It just, I don't know, great writing though, and just great intrigue to keep you together, to keep you going on there. And I just love every minute of it and cannot wait to see the next one.
Shout out again to executive producer JoJo for sponsoring this reaction. Really happy to get another episode watched. I have no idea what's going on. I'm like so tapped out of like coming up with ideas. I think I've been like plotting every episode this season as far as specifically on the Lee Ashworth plot side of things, and I'm like tapped out. All the little flashbacks we saw this episode as far as Lee and Ricky playing hide and seek with the two girls is all everything has like super sussy vibes to it. All of it. They're all lying. All I hear legitimately constantly while I'm watching this episode is Dr. House from, you know, House MD talking about everybody lies. That's literally all I heard in my head this entire episode was that, and that's clearly what's happening because they are lying non-stop, and I don't know who's protecting whom and for what purpose and where are we going with this? I have no idea, but I do feel now it seems that maybe somebody burned the niece. So again, covering something else up, but I honestly, at this point, I don't have any ideas as far as exactly I need another episode because everything is just up. Everybody's a suspect at this point. All of them. They all are sussy. Everything with Tom is so annoying to me. Like, I empathize with Tom as far as like, to your point, I think you articulated really well during the episode that like he just can't fathom seeing his dad in that light whatsoever, and he's like completely fighting against the notion that his dad did any of this. But like it breaks my heart as far as Ellie trying to talk to Tom, and now Tom, you know, wanting to be a person to voice and support his dad now too, and with everything that Ellie's already dealing with as people feeling that she was in on it. It's just, it's so awkward, and it gives me so much anxiety for her, and I hate how it's playing out, but it's written so well. You're so invested in the court. It's incredible what they're able to do with the writing to have you invested with so much that's going on. Like, you could easily get over inundated with too much plot going on, but I feel like they balance it really, really well. So I just can't wait to check out the next episode to see how it continues to evolve from this point forward.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another EP sponsor reaction for Broadchurch Season 2 episode number 5. And until next time, people, peace.